seem a bit nervous.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're just going to have a look today, okay?
Okay.
Any cash to the value of $10,000? Yes or no?
No.
Look, stop looking. You need to talk to me, okay?
Okay.
No cash?
No.
No? How much cash have you got?
$5.
$5. Well, that's not very much.
At Sydney Airport, Australian Border Force officers have pulled aside an Australian citizen returning from a 4-day trip to Vietnam.
Okay, I'm going to have a look through all your bags, okay?
Of course.
Okay? Alright.
His passport indicates that this is his 3rd trip out of the country in only 4 weeks.
When was the last time you travelled to Vietnam?
10 days ago.
10 days ago. What did you go for?
Because my mom now have to operation the eyes.
Okay?
Yes.
10 days ago. And you went back now for what?
My mom have to operation the eyes.
Yeah, but she had that last time you were there.
This trip, this one.
What did you do there?
Same. Everything same.
Same as what? Your mum?
Yes. 100%.
The man explains that he works as an apprentice chef in Sydney. But for officers, this only raises further questions about how he affords his unusually frequent trips to Vietnam.
How do you pay for your trip? You're a cook, yeah?
Yes.
How much money do they pay you?
The money, my salary.
Yes. Yes. Your salary?
Yes.
What is it? $1,000? $1? What do you get paid? You know what I'm asking you? Yes.
So I have to answer you the money.
I asked you, yeah?
Biosecurity officers are x-raying the luggage of travellers arriving from Kuala Lumpur. And Officer Andrea believes she may have identified organic material in this woman's bag.
It looks a bit interesting, so I'm just going to have a better look at it. I'm just going to go over and have a chat to her now.
With the help of a translation booklet, it is confirmed that the woman is not declaring anything.
No? Okay, can you open, okay? Okay, you have food. Bring this one here. Food. Sugar. This one, sugar.
And it's not just food that the woman has failed to declare.
Oh, hang on. Oh, nice little gift. Look at this.
It appears there may be undeclared items stashed throughout the woman's luggage, so Officer Andrea will need to conduct a thorough search.
What's in here? What is it? What is this? Okay, it looks like a bone or some sort of a material. I'm going to have to get someone to interpret because I'm really not sure what this is. It could be a skeleton or it could be fossil, I'm not sure. I have no idea what that is.
This young American, returning from a quick 2-day trip to New Zealand, has already been questioned at the primary line, and officers want to speak to him further as they have concerns he may be intending to breach his visa conditions.
Initial conversation with him, he stated that he's undertaken work on a farmer's market. He says he's a Mexican chef. He talks about having a girlfriend in Australia. He claims that she's an Australian citizen, so we'll need to get her details and verify that. We have to establish a relationship, how long it's been, where it's going, and basically if there's any other factors we need to consider.
So you know that you're currently here on a tourist visa, and from my understanding, you went across to New Zealand 2 days ago and have come back into Australia on that same tourist visa. Is that correct?
I reapplied for a new one, so that's why I went to New Zealand and reapplied for ETA, and it went through, confirmed, and I came back today.
Yeah. How long were you planning on staying in Australia this time?
3 months.
Having already spent an extended period of time in Australia on his previous visit, officers want to know why he has returned.
I understand that you have a girlfriend named Georgia, is that correct?
Yes.
And she's an Australian citizen?
Yes.
How long have you been in the relationship for?
2 years.
2 years. So
Yeah.
you've been a couple for 2 years?
Yeah.
And how did you meet?
Through the internet.
Okay.
Even though the young couple has been in contact online for 2 years, they've only physically been together since he arrived in Australia a few months ago.
We just kept talking. It just clicked. Like, I really enjoy being with her. So now I'm here I moved here just to try to be with her.
What were your intentions when you returned to the US after these 3 months? Or were you ever intending to leave?
How do you pay for your trip? You cook, yeah?
Yes.
How much money do they pay you?
Australian Border Force officers are trying to find out how this apprentice chef could afford 3 trips to Vietnam in the last 4 weeks. But he's not being cooperative.
You don't want to answer that? You don't?
No.
Okay, why?
It's mine.
Sure.
What also strikes officers as a little odd is that his bag contains very little clothing.
What is in here?
But he does have a bubble-wrapped handbag and a box full of what he says are plastic rubbish bags.
Okay. Something in here? Seem to be getting agitated.
If something here, can you hear me?
No, I don't do that.
No.
Police does that.
No.
To be sure the man is not attempting to smuggle contraband into the country, some of his goods are taken to be x-rayed and a swab test is carried out on the handbag to check for any traces of narcotics, as the passenger suddenly becomes very anxious to leave the airport.
Who is the manager here now? If I lose this one, who pay the money for me for next birth?
Sorry?
I pay the money. Who pay the money for me
You.
for next birth? Why is it me?
Because this is part of travelling through an airport. It's clearing customs and quarantine. It's part of it. That's what happens when you come from another country to Australia.
Border Force officers are sure the man is up to something and are determined to get to the bottom of it.
You have 2 pairs of clothes. You have 1 box that weighs a fair bit full of shopping bags, and that's about it. Does the bag stand?
The result of this test may give them some indication of what's going on.
What is this? Okay, we're going to have to get someone to interpret because I don't understand what you're saying to me. I have no idea what that is. This is.
In Sydney, biosecurity officers have discovered some unusual items in a small box owned by a woman travelling from Kuala Lumpur.
Do you know what that is? Have you seen those before? Is it like a stone, a rock? She's trying to tell me.
你好，你好，这个是什么来？
Officer Kathy is brought in to help with translation.
对，
What is it?
骨头，bone，
Oh, bone of what?
什么骨头？
猪骨头。
猪，pork pig。
Why she got it?
为什么你能带那个猪的骨头过来呢？
因为它是不是的？因为我这个呢是我做法事用的，我是道教的。
Okay, she's doing voodoo.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. I'm actually a bit freaked out because I've never ever come across anything like this before. So, I mean, it's everyone's belief to do whatever they like to do, that's all right. So we'll just go through the bags and see what else we're going to find. So all these we've involved with the black magic, all this container here, tape measure, it's in the Voodoo box. She said she's got no more bones, but given what she does, I think we should be looking at everything. Finding any more? Does she have any more bones? No bones or anything? Hang on. What is it? Let's have a look.
After 2 years of chatting online to his Australian girlfriend Georgia, this 24-year-old American named Caleb has followed his heart all the way to Newcastle.
Georgia is very quiet, just very nice, really loyal. I mean, it's love, everything.
But love may be blind when it comes to immigration law. It appears that Caleb may have breached his tourist visa conditions by working while on his previous visit to Australia.
You stated to our primary line officer that you've actually been working in Australia. Tell me a bit about that.
I work as a cook once a week at the Newcastle markets. It's just cash in hand. I've been working with food all my life. I like making food. It's an art. I like making art.
Do you realise that you're on a tourist visa and that working is a breach of visa conditions? Like, were you aware of that?
Not cash in hand.
Cash in hand is work. Work is work. It appears at this point that you have breached your visa condition in working.
With that admission, this young man may be headed for heartbreak.
I mean, I can bust out in tears, but I'm trying to hold back.
Australian Border Force officers suspect this apprentice chef may be funding his unusually frequent trips to Vietnam by some sort of questionable activity.
You have 2 pairs of clothes, you have 1 box full of shopping bags, and that's about it. Doesn't make sense.
His box, which is full of plastic bags, has been x-rayed, and a swab test of a handbag he is also travelling with is being analysed. However, both fail to find any traces of illegal substances. But then Officer Alicia finds an item in the man's bag that may give an indication of what he's up to.
What's this for?
This one my father want buy for him.
Oh, you claim TRS?
Yes,
When did you do that?
the last time.
So only 10 days ago.
The tourist refund scheme allows travellers who are departing Australia to claim back the GST on goods they've purchased while they were here. However, it's a stipulation that these goods cannot be brought back into the country within 12 months.
But you claim the tax back? And you didn't declare it on your way back in? Yes?
Huh?
You claim the tax back? Yes?
Yes.
And now you still have the watch? That's $16,000. Rolex. More than 900, yeah? Yeah.
Under the TRS, any goods valued at over $900 that are brought back into the country within the 12 months need to be declared, as the GST refund must be repaid.
So what happened now?
You have to pay the tax back. You have to pay back what you were refunded. Or I'll hold the watch until you do. Okay, because that's tax fraud.
And it looks as if the watch may only be a small part of a very lucrative scam.
What are all those receipts for? CRS?
Yes.
CRS, all those receipts?
Yes.
Really? How much did that cost?
It's not many.
Not many. Really?
It appears the man has purchased thousands of dollars worth of jewellery. And officers suspect he may be committing major tax fraud.
$53,000.
Yes.
That's a bit freakish.
Okay, so that's a pork bone. It's a voodoo.
Black magic?
Yeah.
In Sydney, biosecurity officers are continuing to find some very unusual items in the luggage of a woman who claims to practice voodoo.
Sock.
Christmas sock. Oh, it's money.
It's money? Okay. I think it's got something to do with what she practices.
The money is not of a biosecurity concern, and luckily for the passenger, neither is her undeclared animal bones.
They're about 5 and 6 years old.
Wow, okay. Yeah, they look very clean, so there's no problem.
She used them as part of her voodoo.
The woman will be allowed to keep her precious charms, but Officer Andrea is feeling a little uneasy.
I just want to know, since I touched those bones, is there anything going to happen to me? Am I cursed or anything? 没有？
因为那个得要有
Is it what she wears?
这个帽子。
What is that? What does she do with that?
That's the whole
That's what I
crucial
thought.
that she has
Okay,
to put it on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So is she here to work or is she on a holiday?
She's here to visit the daughter.
我女儿
That's her Voodoo passport.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Very pretty.
The woman decides not to pay the duty on the cigarettes, so they are confiscated. But she is able to keep her mushrooms.
Look, I'm not issuing her any queen or anything today. Just let her know that in the future she has to get a card because it's only
The woman is given a written warning and she is free to go.
That's probably one of my most interesting inspections I've ever come across. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm not cursed. Really relieved.
How long more?
Don't know.
Australian Border Force officers have discovered over 80 receipts belonging to this passenger for purchases of Pandora jewellery, sometimes buying hundreds of charms at a time.
$7,300.
He spent a total of $53,000 before leaving for Vietnam 4 days ago. On his way out, he claimed back thousands of dollars in GST on the goods under the tourist refund scheme.
Your business, yeah?
Not business.
You're making money from it, yeah? You are? Yes?
No, I know it's not business. It's not business. It's not my business.
Whose business?
I just kept my friend or my friend.
Ah, for your friend. He gave you all that money, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah? But it goes into your bank account.
Under the scheme, the GST exemption only applies if you do not bring the goods back into Australia within 12 months. Officers have already discovered a $16,000 Rolex that he'll need to repay the GST on. And if he's also found to be carrying the Pandora jewellery, the repayable tax will amount to thousands more.
Where are all the Pandoras? Where are all these? Yeah? Where are they? Where are the Pandora?
The Pandora is going to Vietnam.
All gone?
Yeah.
Despite his denials, Officer Alicia then begins to find pieces of Pandora jewellery in his luggage.
Another one. What else will I find? Oh? No. I don't quite believe you.
After travelling to New Zealand to renew his tourist visa, a young American named Caleb is hoping to be reunited with his Australian girlfriend, Georgia.
She's a loyal girl. Like, she's a good person, good soul, good spirit. Just like me.
But he has admitted to working illegally on his previous visit. And now, officers must base their decision on the facts of his case.
The thing is, he doesn't have a lot of money to support himself for this 3-month stay. He only came with 90 Australian dollars today. Yes, and that's one issue that I have.
Well, there is a clear breach.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
He did undertake work and he did receive remuneration for that work. And it's actually his intention to continue to do so on his entry today.
Exactly. Okay, Caleb. After weighing up all of the information available to me, I was satisfied that the grounds for cancelling your visa outweighed the reasons for not cancelling. Your visa has now been cancelled. You are now refused immigration clearance. You are also now being detained and will be removed from Australia as an unlawful non-citizen.
This apprentice chef left Australia 4 days ago with $53,000 worth of jewellery and claimed a GST refund on the goods under the tourist refund scheme.
He's saying that he received a refund of $4,000 last time he travelled.
He's travelled 3 times.
Yeah, in a month.
He has claimed over $10,000 back in GST in only 3 trips to Vietnam. And while a thorough search of his luggage has only uncovered 2 small pieces of Pandora jewellery, there is still the matter of the $16,000 Rolex watch that he must repay the tax on.
Now what happened now?
Patient. We are not finished. Okay?
15 minutes more, if you don't finish me, I call a law will come with me. That's it.
Sorry?
I will call a law will come.
Despite his agitation, the watch cannot leave the airport until the man repays the $1,600 tax.
That's what you have to pay now, or I'll put the Rolex on the form. It's up to you until you can pay it.
I don't have money. I don't have money.
Okay, I'll put it on the form. You can come back and pay the money. You have money or not?
I don't have money. I only $5 here.
Excuse me.
Only $5 here.
You
Where
have
am money?
a card?
Pay for this one now.
You have a card. Your bank card.
Do you have money on the card?
I don't have money.
Unable to pay the $1,600, the watch will be held at the airport for 30 days or until he returns with the funds. After that, it is placed in a long-term storage facility.
Everything else here is yours. You're free to pack up. You're free to leave now, sir.